you. You just had to join the link.
Yep. Okay. Now I just got to figure out how to leave.
I hit the end stream, and then you should just be able to drop out after that.
Okay. It
Yeah.
seems simple enough, but my brain likes to make a bigger deal out of things.
No, when things are new, it's always like, am I going to do this right?
Yeah, I always panic. I like to spiral about things that are unknown to me.
I mean, I hear you.
Oh, but hey, listen, we've made it through the first month of school.
Yes, we have. Look at us.
I'm both proud of us, but I know that we're all struggling.
Oh, yeah. No, I was talking to my co-teacher. I was like, I feel like this has been the hardest first month of school ever.
Mm.
And I don't know why. It just is.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never experienced such like bad anxiety about Archer going back to school,
Yeah.
but this time around, for some reason, it's just been like this feeling of dread, and I have no idea why, because his teachers, for the most part, have all been fantastic. There hasn't been any like huge, I don't know, drama or like I don't know. There hasn't been anything hugely negative, so
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but I feel it.
Yeah. I don't know. It just has been like a weird start. And then, of course, yeah. And then it's crazy too because I'm like, wow, this has been the longest 3 weeks. And then now I'm like, wait, no, it's September because it is basically September at this point. So that's the even crazier part.
Yeah. All right. Did you finish the book?
Yeah, I did. I actually
Okay.
finished it like 2, 3 hours ago.
Nice. I thought you would be like right up. I feel like you're a faster reader than I am, though.
I mean, maybe, but also too, I felt like this read really, I want to say really quick, but like it wasn't something that, like, I was really interested in reading it. So it's easier for me to sit there and like, just power through it.
Right. And it wasn't something, and I said this in a previous review, and I say this with the best intentions possible. It was a read that didn't require a lot of brain power, right?
Mhm.
Because in terms of plot, there is a side plot, but it's not like you're dropped into this like high fantasy that takes a lot of attention and like um getting used to this world building, and there's no like politics to wrap your head around. It's just the main focus is the romance. And
Yep.
so with books like that, yeah, it's easy to just fly through them, especially when they're written well, and I think that this one was.
Yeah, this is my second Devin Sinclair book. I couldn't tell you what the first. Oh, it was the first book in her Dragons Shifters series. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I really enjoyed it. So I have read her before. But also too, this is my first gargoyle monster romance. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy because I remember my first one, and it was a good one.
And I felt like this is a really good one too. It was just
Oh, absolutely. This is a good one to start with.
yeah, I thought it was funny because I was like, I've read a lot, but like haven't dabbled in the gargoyle yet. But like, I'm a fan.
Yeah, and I feel like Devin Sinclair is an author that I've heard a lot about, um, but I don't think I've read her yet.
Yeah, she's written like dragons.
Does she do like Omegaverse, or am
Yeah,
I making that up?
no, she does do a Megaverse.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's probably I want to say yes. I've read some of her Omegaverse. That's what I've read from her. Then I read her Dragon Shifter, and then this one.
Okay.
She is my first gargoyle. So look at what we did.
Yay.
And it's fitting that I read my first gargoyle with you as well.
Yeah, I love that. I love that for us.
So yeah, I love that.
Um, So obviously we're going to be talking spoilers.
Yeah.
Uh, so I'm going to start with trigger warnings, content warnings, which there wasn't a lot of. This one felt more on the cozy side.
Mm-hmm.
There were some serious moments, of course, but uh, yeah, it definitely felt cozier than some monster romances can feel. Um, but the trigger warnings, kidnapping, the female main character suffers an injury to her shoulder um, due to almost falling off the roof, and death threats. And that's all that I could.
I think that's it.
Yeah,
So it's actually a very casual one for us.
right. It's cozy and casual, and I liked it. um, I am a huge Phantom of the Opera lover. I remember watching the Gerard Butler movie back in high school, like I want to say my freshman year, and I was immediately hooked. And so anytime I can find not necessarily a retelling, but just um, anything that has those types of vibes,
Yeah.
um, I immediately add it to my TBR. And this one's been on my TBR for a number of years. Don't know why I never picked it up. That's just the way it goes. Um, but this definitely had so many little nods to the play, to the musical, that yeah, it endeared it was so endearing to me.
Yeah, and like so I don't know if I've talked about it before, but I went to a school of performing arts for middle and for high school, and
Mhm.
I was in performance theater. And so anything having to do with any type of like large performance or any musical or like that, like I always absolutely enjoy that and love that because like it's just it feels very nostalgic to me, but also to like I just like love productions. And obviously Phantom of the Opera is a big one that a lot of programs study just because it is one of the bigs. Like everybody
Mhm.
Romeo and Juliet, everybody studies Phantom of the Opera. My year did Hamlet, which I was totally in for. But yeah, so it's just like kind of having the opportunity to, you know, kind of lean back into that. And I really liked how like they didn't go too far like into like the production portions of it, but you kind of
Mhm.
get to see kind of just like the rigor of the schedule, especially since she was the principal in this. So I love
Right.
that as well.
Yeah, it like I said, there was so many like little nods to it while also like being completely original
Yep.
that I don't know. I really really loved it. So what to expect? It's a long list. So like I said, it's family opera meets monster romance. There's
Mhm.
gargoyles. Um, the female main character is a newly discovered opera singer.
Mhm.
It's wide choose. There's three males, one female, but all the males are like solely focused on the female.
Yes.
There's no male male interaction in this. Um, there's mates and mating, um, including like m- mating bites. It's set in an opera house in Paris. There's nodding, praise, piercings, consensual non consent with primal.
Yes.
Blood play, choking, breath play, and there's some BDSM elements to it as well.
Well, yeah, they can turn to stone. I
It
listen.
gives the meaning of like heart of stone a whole new meaning, okay?
It really does because like I think the coolest part about reading this is like I'm a wolf shifter girly, so
Mm,
like I know what wolf shifters can do, right? But
mm,
like I've never obviously explored like the different ways you can write gargoyle sex scenes. Not something I
mm.
thought I was gonna say. But I was like Wait, this is actually so cool. I
Yeah,
love this.
yeah. I think I've only read one other gargoyle romance before, and the one in that book, they didn't shift into
Hmm.
stone, or like they couldn't shift into stone um like willy-nilly, you know what I mean? um so like these, they could like literally be inside of her and turn
That
to
was
stone. And I was like, oh,
um,
that's different, that's interesting, I like that.
yeah, I was like, oh, okay. The first time it happened, I was like, well, all right
Mm,
then. I did also too kind of like the vampire-esque play, but even though they weren't vampires, so like they only came out at night because of like the curse hanging over them and all of
mm,
that. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. Well, not even like at night, it's just as long as the stone wasn't hitting, I mean, sorry, the sun wasn't hitting the building, they were
right.
good to go. So I did kind of like that as well because like it's a different, you know, play on the supernatural side of things
Hmm.
on what we like normally hear. So I enjoyed that as well.
Yeah, okay. Form that you read, I read the ebook. I have a physical special edition of it, but I
I
read
was
the
going to say,
ebook.
I'm pretty sure we picked this because you had the special edition of it.
Yeah, it's great.
I want the
Um,
special edition now, but that's another conversation.
well, I mean, if you can find this one, I highly recommend it just because
Oh, I love that. Yes,
the
I need it.
the reversible dust jacket is not safe for work, and I love it.
I need it.
Um, I'll keep an eye out for one, and if I see one, I'll let you
Let me know.
know. I wish there was an audio, but there wasn't, and honestly, like we said, it read so fast that I don't know. An audio would have been nice, yes, but
Yeah,
we
it didn't.
flew through it anyways.
Yeah, it didn't break my heart. Like I might like re-listen to the audio like in a year or two when it comes out or something. You know what I mean? Like I might re-listen to
Right.
it just to see like who the author picked as the narrators, just to see like if those voices kind of line up with how I pictured it in my head. But yeah, no, it
Right.
read fast, so I wasn't like, oh, I wish I had the audio. I was like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? That's where
I
I
think
was.
Yeah, I think I would have just enjoyed the audio for a male with like a French accent in my ear. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
1000%. Like an accent. Yeah, no, that's what I want the audio for.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I'm enjoying the book either way, but a French accented narration in my ear, absolutely. Sign me up.
Favorite character, I actually chose a side character. I put Meg,
I did
who,
too.
oh my god.
I loved her.
I was like, what a supportive and badass bestie.
Yes.
I adored her.
I'm actually really excited too because obviously when you get to the end of the book, it says her story is already out. So I'm like, yes, I can go and
Hmm.
read. I'm hopefully she ends up with her own gargos. But no, I just like the fact that she was just I think she was stunned when she first found out about everything, and then she was like, yeah, no, I love this for you. Like she
Yeah.
never once got weird about it, and it never once was like a competition. She was just like, that's my bestie.
Yeah. And she was literally, besides the three gargoyles, she was the only friend of Christine's
Yep.
there. And she was like a true, like, ride or die.
Christine was going through so much with like her fame changing and
Hmm.
all of that. Like, I loved that she actually had somebody who was like supportive of her and knew her before the fame and then like now during the fame, and the fame didn't matter to her. So I love
Right.
that for Christine because obviously like her life changed so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how that was kind of gone into detail. And we kind of got a little bit in depth with that. Because it could have easily been just glossed over.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, I like the discussion of yeah, you say you want fame. I mean, and she didn't say that she wanted fame. In fact, she just all she wants to do is sing.
Yeah.
Um, even though a part of her does miss like dancing and stuff. Um, it was just kind of like this like little hidden talent that she had, um, that got put on blast in the public eye, and she, in the blink of an eye became famous, and all these people thinking that they know her and have a right to her and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It was a very good conversation to
Yeah.
bring into focus.
Yep.
Um, so I like that the author didn't shy away from having that conversation.
Yeah. And I also too liked that Christine like wasn't the stereotypical like, oh, I'm famous now type performer, because it'd be really easy to write somebody like that. So like I liked that the author didn't go that route with her, because I don't know if I would have loved her as much, but who knows, maybe I would have.
Yeah. Um, Least favorite, obviously Desiree and Callum. I mean, if you're not gonna choose the bad guy and like the bitch who's like
Yeah.
mad at Christine the entire time,
No.
being cat, and she's being so catty and so just ugly to
It's like
Christine.
really childish about it too. Like that's like those are fights that we got into like when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Like the yeah. And obviously Callum, because like the power went to his head, and like you're not gonna hurt their mate.
Nah. Favorite scene, I put when he turns an underground area into a forest so he can make her fantasies of being chased a reality. We all know that I was going to choose that scene. I love a good primal scene. Okay.
Yeah, I chose that scene too, shocking everybody on the interwebs, because I normally pick the scene where like they're down bad for her and they confess their love, which is a very beautiful scene in this book. Like
Yeah.
I'll give it to them, like it was a great scene in this book. And I did enjoy the scene where they officially mated her for the first time. So I liked that as well. But like there really was like the just putting forth the time and effort to like make the forest in order to like make that come true. Plus, like the primal scenes are hot. So
Yeah.
obviously
And
we had
just the fact that he went to that length
yeah.
of like there they couldn't take her outside of the city,
Hmm.
obviously, to a forest, and they couldn't take her anywhere that they could physically be, um, just due to the danger and the threat of Callum.
Yep.
And so they were like, how can we do this without jeopardizing her safety or like her accidentally being spotted in public? Um,
Yeah.
so I loved that.
I did, and I think it's really cute too, because like only well, like obviously for the book, only one of them participated in the scene with her, but like they all three
Yeah.
were there and all three created it. So it really was like this really cute little like gift from all of her mates.
Yeah. And going off of that, I really, really enjoyed sometimes with poly romances,
Yeah.
there's not enough one-on-one time,
Yes.
and to really like cement a a good foundation to have that like genuine chemistry. And I
Yes.
felt like the author did a really, really good job of letting her have these individual pockets of time with each person.
And I really do like that, because I know some people who read Why Choose, they don't like when you have like group scenes and then individual scenes. They really like, you know what I mean? They don't like that. But I don't like not being able to tell the different guys apart from each other. And I really felt like we got to know each of them and kind of like their own quirks. So you really
Yeah.
could kind of differentiate between them. And I mean, I like all three of them. So it's
Oh
not,
yeah.
it was like, who's my favorite? I like them all. But I really did like the fact that they each kind of got like a really cute moment with her. And then the other two were always there to like be protective and be supportive, like if they needed anything. So
Yeah.
I thought that was really cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. Favorite quotes. I gotta get my iPad out for that because I didn't write it down.
I didn't write mine down either, but like I said, I finished reading it today, so I was like, I feel like
Um, so one of them is I wasn't afraid of them, but afraid of how much I wanted them.
I like that one.
Um, Another one, it just made me chuckle. Uh, he said, "And I won't lie and say that I don't love a good nap in my human form." And she goes, my kind of man." And I'm like, yes.
My future husband will love to nap or love the fact that I nap.
Yes, it has to be one or the other or both.
Yes, or both.
Like, because like my husband's not a big napper, but there's been multiple times where he like comes home early and he'll look at the couch and be like, "Why are you not on the couch right now?
Yeah.
Why are you not taking your nap around this time?"
Yeah, this is a nap time, babe. Like, what's going on?
And yeah, we have that camera pointing in the living room
Yeah.
towards the back door, and you can see the couch in the video. And
Yeah.
multiple times he's told me, he's like, "You like cost me $1 because you weren't taking a nap, and I bet someone at work that I could prove that you were taking a nap right now."
And you weren't, so thanks a lot for that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Um,
That's funny.
and the other one was obviously it's a more spicy one. Um, I don't care if you have to work for it. You're going to take every single inch.
Yes, I was. I definitely. I love it. Okay, so the first one is obviously the "You're our fucking mate" quote
Yeah.
because I love fated mates, so I obviously have to choose that one. And then, uh, I don't remember, the scene was they were talking about how they knew or how they know, and he's like, "Well, why you? Because we need you. We waited for you. Felt you the moment you stepped out of your car here. Knew that your voice lit us up like lightning. We all know how important lightning is to this book.
Mm.
But I also knew the second you fell into my arms that you were mine."
Yeah, I highlighted that one too.
Oh, and then at the end when he's like, "Baby girl, I promise we're never leaving." I was like, I love this for her. I was
Yes.
like bad Kurt bestie. I was like, I love this for you, girl.
So I ended up rating it a 4 and I gave it a 4 on the spice as well.
Yep. I gave it a 4. And I would say it's a 4 on the spice as well. It is. Yep. Also, too, like, I don't know what a gargoyle monster romance would need to do for it to be a 5, but I did feel like solid read. Really excited to see who Meg ends up with. Might pick that one up sooner rather than later.
Mm.
But
I'm sure now you got me curious on like what monster romances have I given a 5 on
yeah,
the hot
I'm
scale too.
curious now, like, what makes somebody give, because you're more well read in this genre of romance than I am. So my list obviously very short, but I really am curious, like, what would be the gargoyle that I'd be like, hell yeah, this is a 5.
Let me look at what I gave the other the other gargoyle romance that I read
I know Katie
was
Robert has a series, right? Or is that the Orc series? Or is
she does have like a monster novella series, and I think one of them is a gargoyle. I haven't read any of them yet,
that okay?
surprisingly, because it's Katie Robert.
Yeah,
But
she might be the one. She might be the one who gets the 5 from me. Um, but no, because I see your devious plot in all of this. So you're like, wow, we'll just read a little monster romance, and I know it's fated mates, so you'll like it. And now I'm like, well, there goes my small town romance era for a bit, because now I'm downloading monster romances to read.
listen, I need to ease you in a little bit for so when December comes around and I choose your TBR.
Oh, yeah, that's very true. I did let you choose the PBR in December. Yeah, that is, yeah, true. You had to get me started some way or another. Yeah, I felt like this was a really good one to ease me into, though, because yeah, they were gargoyles, but like sometimes people are like, "Oh, monster, like that's kind of weird." I'm like, "No, dude, it read just like they had really cool things that they could do."
Yeah. things you wish your human man could do. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the tail situation, man, I was impressed. Like, honestly. And then when one of them turned it to stone, I was like, dang, I didn't even think about that. Like, when I tell you I was really like experiencing this with her, because I was like, wow, I wouldn't even thought to do that.
Okay, so I thought maybe I'd given one of the because I've read books 1 through 4 in the Duskwalker Bride series.
Okay.
Um, Spoiler alert, you will be reading book 1 in December.
I haven't
But
gotten to it.
I've given all of them 4 on the flame like spicy scale.
Okay.
Book 3 I gave a 4.5. It almost got to a 5 for me.
Okay.
But the other gargoyle romance that I read was Titan by Gillian Graves, and that one I also gave a 4. But I feel like if I reread it, I might bump it up to a 5, um, because it had daddy in it.
I'm surprised you didn't give it a 5.
It he he was daddy. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
I'm shocked.
It was great.
That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, so now we've unlocked this potential and this need in me to want to read more monster romance.
I will take that feedback into when I create your TBR.
So funny because I already knew you were like, all right, so what are some good monster romances to give her because we have to hook her. I do. Okay. Speaking about, do aliens fall under monster? Or is alien a different subgenre?
I would say Alien is a different subgenre.
This is so hard to keep up with. Okay. So anyways, veering off a little bit. Ruby Dixon has that Dragon Shifter series, the one that has
Hmm.
like 20 books in it. And I'm
Hmm.
like, I kind of want to start it, but also too, I really probably should finish Ice Planet Barbarians before I start another one of her long behind series.
But here's the thing: once you finish Ice Planet Barbarians, then you got to go to like Ice Home.
Oh,
That
right,
series,
there's another one. Oh my god.
yeah. So I don't think that series is ever gonna end.
Honestly, what was the post you posted this past week that I want you to know I read the freaking caption. I was in class and I was like, "Oh, just posted." And I was clicking over to it and talk about getting my back cracked and I was like, "All right, we'll come back to this later." Now, let me be clear before anybody comes to me. My kids can't see my phone. They were doing their morning work. So it was just me cackling in a corner. And they were like, "Are you okay, Miss Kai?" And I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry about me." But I was like having a moment because I feel like I need
Oh,
to go. Oh, was it Orc Stack?
it was Orcs, yeah.
I haven't read one of those either.
Um, Orcs
This has turned into a confessional for me.
Orcs are they can be a lot more grittier, a
Yeah,
lot more um I don't want to say darker. They just seem to be very, very, very possessive.
yeah.
Like, um, they're also like, if you like over the top alphas, I think maybe orcs might be for you. I have to really be in the mood for orcs. That being said, if you do want I'm going to use the word softer, more, more, it wasn't necessarily cozy,
Yeah.
but more gentle orc.
Mm-hmm.
Halfling by S.E. Wendell was a very, very good one.
Let me type that into Amazon so I don't forget.
If you want like rough and rowdy, uh, like the gritty orc, then Finley Finn uh is a good one to go to for that, for
I'll
sure.
see if I even like orcs first. Okay. Okay. I do have one question for you. And I
Yeah.
don't think it's the Catherine Moon series and this Mothman one that came out. I need
Mhm.
answers.
I've also read Mothman monster romances before.
Really? Because I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I said, for all the haters out there, I'm not well read in this subgenre, but Jess is gonna help me out. I didn't know Mothman were a thing.
Oh, 1000%, Kyan. They're a
Really?
thing. They are a thing.
Maybe I just spent so much time in the wolf shifter world that I
I
don't come out enough to know that like we're into Mothman now.
I think I've only read a few.
Yeah.
One of them, no, two of them I think were in like poly romances with other monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think the one that I read that was like like a solo like male female pairing um was I can't remember the name of it, but I remember the author AM Core, Kore, and it was the first one in that series. And the cool thing about that series is that it's written in um second person. So it's like you go somewhere, you do this, you do that.
Okay.
Um it took a little bit to get used to, but once I did, it was fantastic.
Well, I look forward to my December TBR.
I promise it won't be all monsters, okay?
It's totally fine if it is. Like I would not judge you if you did. Like, seize the moment and all that. I am at this point in time determined to at least have read the first Dustwalker book before December. You can just
Yeah.
tell me the second
Did
book.
did you see that Fake Rate made the announcement about the prequels?
I did. We love a company that completes it and has a matching set.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't
Because
wait.
the number of series or just books I have on my shelf that like were so good as like book one that people never finish is actually devastating.
Yeah, I think out of all of my Fake Rate like Opus sets, and I think it's because not only did the artist who worked on it did such a phenomenal job,
Yeah.
um, but I think it's just because the series means so much to me
Yep.
that it's just one of, I think it might be the top favorite Opus set that I have.
I had a favorite and then I was devastated and had to sell that favorite.
I'm sorry.
Talking about it here. It's fine. I will get over it one day.
Did you get the first Duskwalker Brides and you got the second?
I got the first and the second.
Okay,
First
so
one I had to get on. It was the archive sale, and that
mhm,
was the most stressful 30 seconds of my life. Like,
yeah.
I don't think people understand like how serious people were about that series, especially after the book started dropping and people started seeing like all the art and like the FOMO hit for everybody. But yeah, I was like, like I was on a computer. That's how stressed I was because I was like, I don't know if my phone can keep up with this.
Yeah, I think if I read correctly and if I'm remembering correctly, because you bought the second one as a pre-order,
Yeah.
you get early access to the pre-order for the prequel set.
And that's because they respect collectors who want the full series. And I
Yeah,
love that for me. I love
yeah.
that. I'm so excited. Um, but yeah, like I have actually, it's really funny. My brother-in-law unknowingly helped you out in this, and I'm doing my brother-in-law picks my TBR video, and he chose a soul to keep
Oh,
because
so you're reading this. Okay, so you're reading the first one. So
I
that means
I haven't picked it up yet, but his video I have to finish the video soon. So yeah, so
okay, so that means that for my TBR, I need to pick the second one.
yes.
No, that works out perfectly because the second one is still my top favorite.
You have told me that. So I love that you're going to be able to tell me to read your favorite one.
I the I'm gonna cry. The plus size rep in it is
Yeah.
unbelievable. The depression rep
Yep.
oh my God, did it hit me. It hit me, it like, like when you read like and there's a specific line
Yeah.
in it, um, and I don't want to say it because I don't want to say it out of context. I want you to be able to read it
Okay.
and let it hit you. If it does. If it doesn't, that's fine.
I think
Um,
probably will though, because you and I are pretty like connected when it comes to those kind of things.
yeah.
So
It
I think it probably will.
it's like one of those lines that like stabbed in a like one of those emotions that you haven't thought about in a while and that you've like kept up locked tight.
Yep.
And I just remember reading it, that it was just a simple line and I had to put the book down and I just sobbed, and it was such a cathartic, healing sob
Yeah.
that yeah,
No,
the second one's my favorite
yeah, I
so
had
far.
that. So I'm rereading. Okay, so I'm not even rereading anymore. So I reread the Side Changeling series from Nalini Singh, and then now
Hmm.
I'm on the Trinity series, which is like the second season of it. And there's this book. It's called The Last Guard, and it's one of the very few like childhood friends to lovers when really like, and I can't go into the whole Side Changeling world because like there's so much to it, but like they were in a really bad situation and like they clung to each other because like by their respective families they were both told that they were like defective and that like really hateful things were said to them, and they were sent to like an asylum for children like that essentially.
Hmm.
And they were each other's best friends at that period of time, but they only went by the nickname that the center gave them and not like their legal names. So when the center was founded or whatever, they got torn apart, and then like 20 years later, this is their story of like them coming back together and them reconnecting. And there's
Hmm.
one scene in the book where like they shared like, if we ever get out of this place, like what would you want to do? And she shared like all her different things with him, and as they started to reconnect, like he started making all of those things happen for her, and like I was sobbing by the end of the book. So I'm just like
Yeah.
remembering every single thing Kate like she had ever told him, and I was like, I can't do this. I was like, cut the show. I can't do this. Well, yeah, no, it's just like sometimes you read books and you're just like, damn.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was definitely one that has really stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but be proud of me because I'm currently reading and almost halfway through, and I will finish it before August ends. The second book in the Switchboard duet.
I love this for you. Oh, I love that duet. It's so good. And also,
Yeah.
too, you would be proud of me because normally I'm like, oh, she's just taking forever. Like, I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I never once complained. I don't know. Maybe this is just because um, when I read Heather's books, like, I'm always just so immersed in the worlds. But I never once complained about the time she took to, like, heal.
Hmm.
That was never something that I was like, oh, she just took forever. And I'm just like, oh, I love this for her. But yeah, no, I love that series. Oh,
Yeah.
I am.
I
You.
I remember like the feeling of reading the first one back in July, and so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm still like on that. I want to know what happens. So I'm like, I can't let this feeling die. And then it
Oh.
goes years without me picking up the second book. Like,
Mhm.
it's just a duet, Jessica. You can finish this.
Do it. It's just 2 books. I mean, yeah, because yeah, but no, I love that, and I love that you're getting to finish it. I can't wait to hear what you think when it's over.
Well, I just got to the part where her and Locke hook up and the other two walk in.
Definitely
So
banger. That
I'm
is,
like,
that's a good
yeah,
one. I don't know how
yeah.
you stopped. Probably because we have a live show. You were like, oh, let me stop reading, and
Um, yeah, I think I have like 2 hours left of the audio, and but the audio just goes so fast, and I'm really enjoying just how fast paced
she
this
always
duet is.
like really great narrators for them too.
Mm,
Like so. I love listening to her audios because the narrators do like an extra.
Yeah, it's duet narration, and the male narrator has to do like 3 different voices, and he does it so well
Yep.
that like I'm not ever confused about who's talking.
Yes, and that's like when you have books that have multiple male characters but only one narrator, that's what you always worry about, is that like they're too close and you're not going to be able to tell the difference. But
Yeah, he A+ job. So September's book I've already read. Which doesn't always happen. Okay, so here's the deal. This book was supposed to be August's book because it was supposed to come out in July.
Mhm.
And then it got pushed, which is fine. Things happen. But it got pushed to release in August 19th, I believe. So it's been out for a little over like a week and a half.
Yep.
I I got an arc of it before, like I had already signed up for the arc before the release date got changed. And so I told you, listen, I already signed up for the arc, so
Yep.
we can either nix it or we can just flip it around with September's book, and that's what we chose to do. So my homework's already done. And my review's already posted for it, which again, I don't do normally, but
No,
it's an arc, so I have to fulfill.
I just won't look at it before the show.
If you haven't seen it yet, then it's fine. But the book I'm talking about is A Lesson in Deceit by Ali Shanti. And I'm trying really hard not to.
I'm trying really hard not to ask you what you thought.
I know.
This is really difficult.
I want to talk about it.
Oh, we can't though.
I can't. This is why we never do it like this, because it's so hard. But yeah.
Are we?
Uh,
Hang on, I'm trying to pull my calendar up. Oh, are we wanting to do the last Saturday?
yeah, September 27th is fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm gonna try really hard not to text you about my reading adventures, though.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that I don't have a book club pick to read, just because I really want to get to all of my September books. Because Archer chose my September TBR this month.
He did. He picked the whole Emily McIntyre series, right?
Yeah, the last 3 that I haven't read. Well, except for the final one that just came out.
Maybe I will unofficially join you in finishing that series because I need to.
Yeah, he
And he starred for us all that, what, 2 years ago? So yeah.
Yeah, it'll be in my Instagram caption on Monday.
Sweet.
But like he has like chosen purely on like vibes of the cover.
I respect it. Always have.
Multiple times, and honestly, he has yet to choose a stinker. So I'm like, okay, maybe like judging a book by its cover has some merit. So let's try this theory out and see how it goes.
Maybe we should be doing more of that. Yeah, no, he always picks our June pick. And then he's picked other ones for us too, and they've been
the other one that
liked it.
Yeah, the other one that he picked for us was when we couldn't decide what to read for January last year, and that was he ended up choosing Vicious Bonds by Shanora Williams. Man, what a pick.
What
Chef's kiss.
A banger he chose for us. We didn't even know either. We didn't know we were setting ourselves up for, but no, it's actually crazy his ability to do that.
I know, that's why I'm like, do you just like have an innate sense of like
When the moon
what's gonna be a good book.
when the moon hatched, Scarred, the Tether trilogy. Yeah, no, it's insane. Spark the Flames, because I did really enjoy the one he picked this year too. Like,
Yeah,
let's not forget about that one.
yeah. So yeah, he ended up choosing so I have the Mystic editions of the Emily McIntyre series. The last one hasn't arrived yet, but it's pre-ordered. And I know you have it too, so
Yep.
and he loves those covers. Like he thinks they are just the prettiest things. And so I knew that he was going to end up choosing. And he knows like like I say in my caption, he knows nothing about these books
Yeah.
except for very very vague details. And he's 12, so vague details is all he needs. Um but he knows nothing about the other books except for what the covers look like, and that's what he's going off of. But he knows that the Emily McIntyre books, they're based on like Disney villains or like just
Yep.
movie villains. And he thinks that's the coolest concept. So yeah, he chose those.
I mean, I'm with him. It is a pretty cool concept.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
give
been
it to him. He's
it's
not
been
wrong.
it's been pretty great.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad we enjoyed this. Thanks for choosing a gargoyle monster romance for me. Animal Crossing claps.
I I'm very happy with that pick. Yeah.
I
I'm
need to know.
curious to see how A Lesson in Deceit is going to be for you.
I am also curious to see how I feel. Because it will be my first one of hers as well. So
Yeah, and then
Living Legend downloaded, but I haven't gotten to it yet.
see, I've read Living Legend. I love it. I have to finish the trilogy, no surprise. But I'm waiting for the audio. I'm
Actually,
waiting for the audio.
I was sitting down when you said you hadn't finished it because
Shut up.
how would I have powered through that?
Yeah, I'm really excited for the rest of the books we've picked this year. Except for December because I choose that and I haven't decided what to read yet. So
I thought you were about to hate on your own pick, and it's important to remember that you hadn't chosen December yet. I was like, what's wrong with December? Never mind.
no, I just haven't. I don't know what we're reading. I'm sure I'll be excited about it because it's
Actually been a really tough year because Archer had a hard time choosing June. I struggled with July, and you're like, I don't know about December. So it was
and
just hard
listen.
for us.
Is July's the only book that we haven't liked so far this year?
Okay, yes. And you know what? I didn't like it because the internet lied to me.
Yeah, I know.
If
We
you
had this discussion.
it was just a fantasy, I'd probably been like, bet, cool. But everyone's like, oh my God, it's one of my favorite romanticides of all time. Bro, there's no romance. Not even a smidge. A toxic relationship doesn't count. Especially not with who I'm assuming the villain of the entire series is going to be.
Yeah. I mean, there's like toxic love that you know it's going to end up being the romance of the series, and that's fine. I sometimes a toxic romance is what I'm in the mood for. But this dude is not going to be the love interest. You cannot convince me of that. Anyways,
No, you can't. And if he is,
because if he is, I quit. I'm not reading that series. I hate him.
there's no way he can be. There's no way that this many people are obsessed with this series and it's that guy. And if there is, guys, we need to be in therapy.
We need to have a chat.
I need to have a talk with the internet. Yeah, that was the only one that's been a true disappointment this year because the rest of them have been like solid 4-star reads, if not like 4.5.
Okay, so there might be a possible contender now that I'm staring at my shelf because one of the books I was supposed to read this month I didn't get to, and I've read the author before and really, really liked her, and I think you will too.
Okay.
And I'm just going to leave it at that. If nothing else pops out at me over the next couple months, that'll be my choice.
You know, next birthday, I might choose Slave to Sensation just because I want to reread, and I'm going to force you to read that.
And that's okay.
So, guys, this is how we're getting the show because Jess, if Jess just put up the book on Pango, and I sussed that out so quickly and immediately messaged her and was like, "Excuse me."
It's the mass market paperback, okay? She
I
just came out with like a newly released cover.
She did. Oh no, just kidding. I have the newly released cover. This is Last Guard. I just finished it. But no, I have the newly released cover of it.
I still have the audiobook ready to go for whenever I read it. And it will be a reread because I have read it before. I just don't remember anything about it.
It's hilarious because I reread it in July. So, and Lucas and Sasha. Ugh, I'm 20 books into this world, and I'm still like, where are they?
I think I think I remember more about the like the Angel or whatever series that she did.
The Archangel series.
Yeah.
She's still writing that, dude. She's literally every other year she releases an Archangel, and then the year she's not releasing that one, she's releasing a new sci book. This woman's
Okay.
insane.
I read like the first like 3 books in that series and I remember being obsessed with that.
I read Angel's Blood, which is the first book, and I did really enjoy it. I haven't. Let me put it to you like this: I haven't read a Nalini Singh where I've been like, "Wow, this is garbage."
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Like, I might, if I ever get the opportunity to meet her, I will probably be in shambles. Like, I'm usually pretty good in front of people, but can't promise it with her.
Yeah. I mean, I have a small list like that where I probably lose my shit and look like a crazy person, but it's
I'd just
okay.
be crying, and I'd just be like, I think a lot of people cry around her though, so maybe she's just used to it. I don't know. I'd have to ask her after I got done crying.
All right. Well, that's everything I wanted to talk about. May if you can, will you FaceTime me after so that way you can say hi to Archer?
Yeah.
Okay. Just like real quick.
Yeah, no worries. I was about to ask how my favorite 7th grader was, but yeah, I'll FaceTime.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. How do I get out of this? Tell me.
Just click out.